morning, mademoiselles and messieurs. Mystery Man 64 at your service.
And this is Yoshi Boy 32, bouncing into action.
And we're back with more post-commentary podcast.
The Dandori Seas. It's free fire, but it should have been 4 or 5. Let's be real, because the Sage Leaf's Dandori challenges are way harder than the ones later.
Okay, so this one, you can actually do something funny. You can completely ignore the puzzle, jump off on that cliff, and jump around it. It's like a speedrun trick you can do with this level specifically. Like, we didn't need to do this entire level.
Why did they not do it, though?
Well, we didn't know. So you see that 15, we were like jumping on it, and I think you can jump around that and just reach the Sage Leaf. So there's a trick for those of you who just want to ignore this.
Do you really believe that? Like, did you actually discover that?
I feel like I've seen that, and I feel like you might be able to do it, because when I saw near the end of this one, we're like jumping, it's like, I feel like you can just jump around that.
I don't know, man. I'm not sure the devs kind of extended the wall hitbox to make sure that you can prevent something like that from happening.
Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, oh yeah, I also, in some of these, use bomb rocks to blow up walls. Just to make things a little bit faster.
And sometimes you just lose the bomb rocks. Especially when they keep messing them up stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was just like, just ignore the enemies, we're here for the treasures.
Yeah, we're here for the treasure, we gotta avoid these dudes. I was like, okay, wait a minute, this is Sage mode, not Dandori mode.
Yep.
And I kinda... Oh man, the lights.
I'll say, you gotta wonder what some of these caves are like, cause you gotta imagine, like, a lot of this area looks a lot darker, and we have the headlamp upgrade. I wonder...
It doesn't look that dark.
Oh, we have the headlamp upgrade. Like, you can see in the distance, there's some dark spots.
Well, this looks way brighter, because when we're in another dark area later on in the game...
I mean, it was only for that one dungeon where we didn't have the headlamp, and then we kind of just upgraded it immediately.
Yeah, because I couldn't see.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's another thing, like, you don't carry over spicy sprays in the Dandori cave, so whatever you find is all you can use in that specific cave.
Which is a shame.
Because I think for this one, what we needed to use was get, like, all of our Pikmin spicy, and then rush the wingies at this guy, because the wingies absolutely destroy this man's
eyes.
Yeah.
And just...
Because I was just trying to distract him while they come up with the fruit.
It's definitely one of the weirdest Dandori moments, looking back at it now.
Yep. And then I zapped him and be like, okay, let's not have that happen.
And you pebbled in, but move it an inch closer. We're on 5:15 now.
Yeah.
Definitely controlling the map this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of just stop when you whistle. It's kind of weird. There goes the wall.
Yeah. Like, I feel like even if you, like, hold the whistle, you still have to, like, double whistle on dudes.
Yeah,
just to get them to react.
There was also a ton of treasure there. Which we used the ultra spicy spray.
Yeah, which we are.
And then this guy's gonna come back up. And it's like, oh yeah, it's this guy. A little using that zippity zapper. So they ought to stun that guy. Or they just cannot be stunned.
Well, again, in Pikmin 3, all we did was just rush wingies at his eyes and then would melt this man.
Yeah, but here they flip and
and I feel like the rush doesn't
We
work
usually
properly.
work that much.
Yeah, it just depends. It's like, this was you trying to like move the rush. Like, no, down the bottom.
We gotta, yeah, you have to push the thing.
Yeah.
Delegation, as one as Sage Leaf would always say.
Ah, to Dandori. I would say for like,
This is like one of the only games where you can take the camera underwater. Other than Pikmin 3, I guess, if you go into photo mode. Can you even go photo mode underwater in Pikmin
yeah,
3?
you could. You, in fact, to find some of the pictures, you had to in Pikmin 3. Yeah, like some of the Pikmin glyphs.
That was always one of my favorite details.
Yeah, like another thing we didn't have was the ability for Och to act like a blue Pikmin, so he couldn't get underwater treasures.
Yeah,
Even
and by the time we did get, there were like no underwater walls.
Yep, and we finished this dungeon already. Yeah, we definitely did these a bit early, but we wanted to do these early.
Yeah, to get the OGs, I guess, in a sense.
Like, if you really care about platinuming, I probably would wait until you have like most of the upgrades.
Yeah, definitely P2 for the pebble speed, I guess.
I mean, the game is built for one person. Like, I did all of this solo in my originally played Pikmin 4.
But if you want to really go full manic mode, I guess.
Yeah, like, the Pebble Pitcher does add some extra stuff.
Pick up the pace. This was the last fruit.
Yep, and now you'll see where I'm talking about, where you're jumping at the wall, and I'm just like, I feel like you could just jump around.
And this would have been the moment, but
Yeah, not just holding down and I go. So watch your jump height and see. I definitely feel like you could jump along
it's a
the edges.
possibility. But I'm not. You have to walk on a paper thin rope thing. 30 seconds. 31 to be more specific, I guess. What? Proceed to the next challenge. The white key. Yeah, this one's a good one.
Yep, halfway mark of the Dandori Cave. Yeah, this one wasn't too bad.
It was the other key.
Like, even the other one wasn't too bad. When
Oh,
you
yeah,
found the
that's-
strat.
This dungeon definitely reminded me of Pikmin 2, minus the bombs. Like, this was definitely gave me the Pikmin 2 vibes the most.
Yeah, it's funny.
It's kind of unfortunate Ingolf Castle was the only dungeon in this entire game that had bombing dweebles.
Which is another weird thing. They completely got rid of the volatile Dweevils, which is very weird.
It was only in that one dungeon that had it.
And they were like poison Dweevils that were just carrying bomb rocks. Like, I don't know why they couldn't have brought back volatiles.
Well, what's the difference? They're still using bomb rocks, so...
Like, they didn't even have like the careening Dirigi bugs.
Anyways, here's this thingy. This is a splendid white jewel. Carry it to the end, and that shall be your reward. There's 9 treasures. And there's a giant watermelon elephant thing.
Giant watermelon.
Oh yeah, it does have a name.
Yeah. Like, it's kind of a boss, but not really.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Because if something plays boss music, you think, oh, this is a boss.
Yeah.
Did it play boss music?
Maybe in one of the later
Yeah,
dungeons.
my memory's kind of hazy when it comes to those things. There's interesting Pikmin design and design that is like very forgettable.
Yeah.
Like the elephant melon looks like something an AI would make, but this was way before AI hit the fan, hit the mainstream. Someone put their heart and soul into making that watermelon elephant.
Yep.
Anyways, here's some billiards.
Yeah.
And literally, like,
Yeah, I feel like when we were playing this level,
you were thinking about playing billiards and monkey ball or something.
yeah, monkey ball. Ah, that's good. And I did play monkey billiards, and it was fun.
We still on that disc, and we're still on the PS2.
Yep.
And this was another Dandoring moment.
I mean, we only lost like 1 or 2 whites to this guy, I think.
No, like the balls. They told me to, if memory serves, just leave them there. Like, why?
So they would go through the gate, yeah.
Yeah, and they would have
I
gone.
definitely felt like me trying to be like, no, stop them before they go off the cliff. That and the rolly balls.
Yes, these guys.
Yeah, you whistled those guys
A little
off.
too early.
But I don't think these guys actually harm Pikmin. They just
Pretty sure they do.
whack them
They
over
get-
there.
I just didn't want to risk it.
Or kill them.
It's pink, so therefore the wings should get it.
Yeah, I love that. And then I realized I can shoot the stick to make it grow faster.
How does that make any sense? With a stick buried in the ground? Guess it was, if that's the case. The iron fence was lowered.
It's just been a while since we had to do one of these re-recordings. It's just fascinating to see how old us's did these things.
Yeah,
You
because
know.
I was bumbling around. I wasn't thinking.
I mean, when you're in the moment, it's easy to see how you can get overwhelmed.
Yeah. But if you've like played this game a handful of times, you probably know the most optimal way to do this. We, however, do not.
I mean, we've played a lot of the Pikmin games before. It's just that.
Oh yeah, we played through all of them by this point. But sometimes when you're just in the moment, you kind of...
Yeah, I think I was telling you to just use the rocks on these or something. Because we could use the wingies for the other onion.
Yeah. So it was a very interesting thing.
And then I was like, okay, go to the white onion. This should be everything.
Because there's only 3 left? Yeah, no, 2. There was that one there. And we were trying to find... Yeah, we were trying to find the one thing. That guy... That probably had it, maybe...
Now, we had all the orbs. And Oach was just trying to...
Yeah, what was Oach doing there?
I don't know. He's a silly dog. And I was like, no, get away. As he would have flung Pikmin right off the edge. And I was just like, just
That would
ignore
have been
him.
disastrous.
Yeah, I think I was telling you to just ignore him and go to the white onion.
Oh, and I was like, there's a 2 though, there's a 2. Two minutes left.
I was like, get ready to rush this man.
And then just looking for where the treasure was.
And we had the maximum amount of wingies on that onion.
Oh, all
And
20.
we ended up doing a funny thing with this melon man.
Wait, did we? Oh, the accidental cheese?
Yeah.
Oh, now I remember. I was laughing. We were just like,
Off the edge you go.
oh, that never got old.
Yeah, I think a couple Roccos joined them, but that was kind of interesting. Because that was completely unintentional.
We managed to we managed to cheese that by accident. I did not expect that either.
Yeah, they're wingies. They can actually take some shortcuts here and there.
Dude, in a minute to spare.
And just shy of silver.
Well, usually if you barely make it, it's usually bronze at most. If you platinum it, then good job. You're really good at Dandori.
Dandori Masters.
We're just adequate at Dandoriing.
Yeah, we get the job done.
You got your key now. Splendid! Now I shall grant you a true jewel, the white onion. I'm surprised that you've been able to keep up with my training so far. You display amazing promise. But your training's far from over. Fire you. I'd be careful from here on out. Proceed to the next challenge? Or exit?
And I was like, no, we want to keep going. We really want to keep going.
Or like we wrap it up because it was like 15 minutes. And I guess we did proceed in the end.
Yeah, and then I cut this one. But
Yeah,
this one wasn't a long one.
The gimmick gamut. This one's kind of gimmicky.
Had to do with buttons and conveyor belts.
Yeah, there was the cut there. That one was definitely obvious. This was like, hey, the survey drone, there are fans everywhere, and there's...
But yeah, we've already surveyed the level once before, so we know what the deal is.
Yeah, there's a bunch of mushrooms. It's very gimmicky, this one. I forget what the idea was, but... Oh yeah, now I recall it.
Yep. And we had to get to the end.
Yeah, by unlocking all these gates and falling like a complete...
Yeah, can you believe that this was the successful run?
And we had a blatant Dandori issue on screen because I was like, oh, I thought it was going to go all the way, but no, it went halfway and I didn't make the jump. So if the Pikmin fall, we lose, but if Oatchi falls, that just happens.
Yeah, again, I don't know if you have Pikmin with you when you fall, if they'll respawn or not, I don't know.
Oh, good thing I didn't have any. And there was a thingy there. And this is a classic.
Yeah.
They were actually rolling physics.
Kinda wish they were more and or better. I feel like if that was an actual ball, it would have rolled like all the way towards the...
Well, sometimes the physics doesn't physics correctly.
Yeah, I feel like the objects don't actually behave in the way you think they do.
Also, Oatchi swallowed a golf ball.
Yes. Now, what you're supposed to do is lead this guy to the wall and have him explode. I was like, yeah, no, let's not risk that.
Yeah, see, that was a Voltod. You were talking about that.
Yeah, but that's a red Dweevil with a bomb rock.
Well, what's the difference?
A volatile Dweevil doesn't have an elemental affinity. It just explodes.
And you can't... Can you even defeat these things?
No, I think they just explode.
Well...
That is their purpose.
Well, the only difference is those are elemental and they still... You could, but the bomb rock would still blow up. So there's hardly a difference between the two. Like, how do you expect to get platinum there if I already... Like, goodness, yeah, I was on the struggle bus here. I was like, oh, you gotta mess with the treadmill things.
Yep. And I was like, just leave him. It'll be fine. Enough made it over. Just forget him.
Forget about him.
And there's the end. I feel like this is another one you might be able to cheese potentially.
There's not a lot of cheese strats from the looks of it.
I mean, if you're able to jump around the wall and land on the mushroom, you might.
Look at that, 1:14.
Good, Dandori.
Still netted the silver.
Like, the funniest part is, like, if we were good enough, we probably could have also done the next one in this episode.
Yeah, but we were running out of time.
Yep. Speaking of running low on time.
One fell jump and we immediately proceeded with that one.
And
Like,
then we pause. Because this one is the shortest one.
oh yeah, you...
Yeah. But I believe this is where we'll be ending things off. As always, we'll see all of you in the next one. Until then.